boy Sai. I just finished editing episode 15 with Rav Eli. I must say, this is the most inspiring video I have done by far, and you will be as well. It is 17 days later, and I'm still doing the daf every day. As you will see the progress in this video, you will be inspired as well. So, let's get started. Finally, we're zoiche to go to a very, very, very heilige special Yid, and today we will be extremely inspired for WhatADay and Mesiras Nefesh. Good morning. We just arrived at Beit Shemesh. It is now 5:09 a.m. For me, it's extremely early, but for the rabbi we're going to meet, it's actually very late. He already started learning 2 hours ago. Let's go upstairs and see how he does. I consider this a tremendous, humongous schus for me to be zoiche to meet the rabbi of Daf Yomi, if I may say so. Rabbi Eli, what is this?
Wow, kommt rein.
Okay, so here's where it happens.
That's right.
I can see already the
charts.
The charts for today.
This is for today. This
oh
right
wow,
over here.
That's so cool. We could have bring a real cow.
Cows are already, it's already pushing it. This is a chart. This is sugyas. This is animation. And then we have something, this is new. This is 3D. Oops.
Oh wow, you started 3D.
And then we have this. You came to a shiur that has it all. This is live props. Over here, in this little, I don't show this to anybody, but this is a lot of live, these are locusts, arbe, malchus.
Oh wow, look, malchus.
This is a chalitza shoe, a real one. This is tirelessly. MDY started in Avodah Daf Ches. And Avodah Daf Ches, there's no Mishnah. There's no.
Right.
It's a middle. That's where we started.
Smack center.
We don't wait. That's one of the big ideas is that when you have inspiration, you start right then and there. You don't new mesechta, new perek.
It's about the Yomi. It's not about the Daf.
That's right. We lived in Chicago for a bunch of years, maybe 13 years or so. I gave a shiur over there for 8 years. Only 5 people.
Why did you start Bechlal shiur?
My father's very into learning. My father's a big learner. He learns all day, by himself. And I always wanted to learn, but I didn't have zitzfleisch. I wanted to learn in Koilo, but I learned for 3 years in Koilo, and that was it. So I started doing real estate, and then we built this big giant house, a 12,000 square foot home. So we had 12 bathrooms with 12 different types of granite, the whole thing. I have a small little plane. I became a pilot. We finished the house. We moved in. We lived there for 3 months. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. All this.
What triggered it? What time?
It doesn't happen like this. But one machshava was like, I'm working and I'm successful in Parnasa, but not very successful in Torah, in Yiddishkeit. Leave early in the morning, late at night, go to the properties, invite them, this and that, and then what? I asked my wife, you wanna try it Eretz Yisrael? And she said, maybe. I went to Eretz Yisrael. I was on this block. I saw a guy with a white shirt, a beard. He looked like a yeshivish guy, like a ben Torah. And he's throwing a ball with his son back and forth. And I said, wow, this is interesting, guy with this. Turns out that this guy He's a very good friend of mine now. He's a Rosh Yeshiva today. His name is Reb Simcha Sussman. And he gave me an impression of like normal / you could be a Ben Torah, and you know. And he told me afterwards, he never in his life played ball with his son. That was the first day.
That's ashgacha.
Yeah, there's a lot of ashgacha. You know, I'm the type of person, I start something, stop it, you know. I start a book, I start another one.
Okay.
You know, one of those.
So how come this is consistent?
That's the beauty of Daf Yomi that I try to explain to people, and when people try it, is the most consistent program that I know.
That even non-consistent people?
Even non-consistent, me, Mr. Non-Consistent, I'm bemis, so many things, even in business. You know, I'm an entrepreneur, I start a project, but then I give it over to somebody else, you finish it. It is something consistent. Maybe I'll give a shiur, a synopsis, a sikum of all 7 daf. I'll give it in my house. I offered schnitzel and sushi and this, and people started coming.
Yeah, if you offer schnitzel in Israel, they're going to come.
I knew they're not coming for me, they're coming for the schnitzel, but I can't look like a fool. So all week, I'm preparing for this shiur. I'm talking, sitting over the daf, and they're eating. All of a sudden, I have 30, 40 people in my house.
Wow.
Eventually, maybe after 2 years, people said, I don't know, why don't you just give a regular daf?
Yeah.
Okay, you coming? You want to come? Yeah, you'll come? Tomorrow, let's go.
Wow. So
That's
that's
Lat, you know, I would start doing a little chart, everything. I have the charts here, you know, by hand. Started doing maybe a live demonstration. I showed them how to learn menachas, how to do a mincha. I brought flour and oil. And every time I did a prop, I saw that more and more people
get excited.
We're excited, and they were talking about it, and they took pictures, and they would send it around. So I'm like, oh, we got to do more of this. I put grapes on the table, the main table in the base medrash, and I stomped on them. I got on, I started walking on the grapes. And then the other one, I invested an hour, 2 hours of my life to go to get sheep. And I laid down. They said it was one of the best. I laid down in the middle of the sheep. I took a blanket with me, pillow, blanket. I wanted to show a shepherd who falls asleep on the job. So I went to sleep, and the sheep were all around me. They were nibbling at me, and then all of a sudden I got up, and like, what happened? Some of my sheep are gone. They were stolen while I was sleeping. It's a sugyas of a shepherd who fell asleep.
Wow.
So I thought it'd be very interesting to show a shepherd that's sleeping. You never know what you're gonna miss. So people have FOMO.
Right.
They come to the shiur. They don't know what prop, what mishigas, what joke. Who knows what's gonna happen in the shiur? That's right. So I tell people, I said, listen, you wear tefillin every day. So most people look at me like, Avada. What about Torah? Not every day. Whoa. Tefillin every day and Torah not? Do you know that Torah is more important than tefillin maybe? Maybe. He says, how do you know? It says, the Talmud Torah can get kulam. We say it every day. That means that if you put all the mitzvahs, tefillin, lulav, esrog, mikveh, everything on one side, and you put Torah on the other, I just threw a mikveh for you. And you take Torah on the other side, Torah weighs it down. The Talmud Torah can get kulam on the scale. So how does it happen that a whole day goes by, you didn't open up a sefer? Whole day. We're busy with work, we're busy. But open up a sefer, learn for 20 minutes, learn for 40 minutes. That's what Daf Yomi is all about. We were in a small room, and we were up to about 40 people every day, which was a lot. And we were looking to expand, and people were standing already, and it wasn't comfortable. So we started looking for shuls. And every shul has a different problem. You know, 7:15, it's taken, this and that, it's too noisy. Where do we have in this neighborhood a room? So I'm like, you know what? We don't have it, we're going to build it. And we moved in Brachas Daf Beis without lighting. We have some pictures, dark, you know. Moved in, and Taka, 80 to 100 people showed up the first day. We called it Merkaz Daf Yomi, the first base marriage in the world that was built just for Daf Yomi. And my chalm was to have like a man cave, a makam for men to enjoy Torah. Good coffee machines, nice furniture, walnut, you know, American style. So by COVID, we had to close down the base marriage. COVID hit, but it gave us Zoom. Between YouTube and all the platforms, we have over 20,000 in the English.
I know this guy. This is Yossi.
This is Yossi Klein.
Oh, wow.
You're gonna see him. This is Noam Fix. Him, he's in America now. This is Dav. So for Yevamis, I took these 4 guys. These are called the Baldwin brothers. And for Yevamis, Ruvain, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda. You see?
When I was 15 and a half years old, I left my Hasidic yeshiva, and I fell into depression for about a half year. I was in bed, not doing anything. I didn't get out of bed, not to daven, not to put on film. I was in a very deep depression. Once my father introduced me to the Daf with Rav Eli, I came out of the depression, started putting on film because I couldn't do the Daf without putting on film. And then I started learning. I got a job. I do every day the Daf, and even though I start getting, right now I'm starting to catch up to where I am after I do the Daf every single day. Right now I finished I think it's about now 10 Masechtas with Rav Eli. It really changed my life and saved me.
Unbelievable.
You have to get yourself.
Give a kick.
Yeah. You know how many Buchim there's like this?
He's very famous. This is basically what he's saying is that when the story with the author, Walder, came out, he crashed. He was already good. He was giving other people advice and this and that. But when that story came out, it triggered something in him, and he went on.
For weeks on end, I couldn't get out of it. All the methods I learned and everything I tried. Pure Hashgacha Prutis, I came across a promo video of a very dear friend of Kesher Nafshi, Rav Eli Stefanski's Daf Yomi shiur. I can't explain why, because I haven't learned 30 years or more, didn't attend the shiur. But for some reason, I gave it a try. I'm looking into the camera. Rav Eli, I hope this is going to go to you. But I have to show my Akar Satov publicly, and I need to thank you. Thank you for changing my life and saving my family.
Yeah.
When you opened this Merkez Daf Yomi, you didn't think you're going to save lives.
Mapitam. I didn't think we were going to have more than 50 people. How could you know? So this is a very beautiful thing that he said.
First of all, I wanted to thank you once again. Nechten op me geendig, me zegt es psuchim. And yeah, alles in Danskis. We had over 100 people by the Siyum. And the whole shiur only started because I got inspired from your interview you had with the meaningful people.
You're now very emotional. You're very touched by these stuff. And
Avadi.
you knew these stories already. And you've seen them already.
Correct.
What
I don't know, it triggers every time to see that it's a lot of hard work and it pays off. I think that we could do so much more in the Chassidische Welt. Yossi Klein, he gets it from people all the time. Says, you're learning from a Litvish guy, he doesn't have a beard. In English. In Eretz Yisrael, what's wrong with you? And then he asked them,
all the Chazronis.
And he asked them, and you learn Torah? No, but at least I'm not learning from a Litvak, you know? And it's sad. This is in Borough Park.
Yes.
1,500 people in the middle of Borough Park.
Yeah, it was packed. They were standing on the back as well. You don't have a full picture.
A guy came over at this thing, and he's like, you're not going to believe it. They call me a closet follower. Nobody knows that I'm doing the daf because they're not allowed to know. But I decided today, you're here. I'm coming out. I'm gonna come to the shiur. I don't care what people say. He said, I come to the shiur. He says, you're not gonna believe who I met. No, I met my own brother. He's also doing the shiur for 3 years, and I didn't know that he does it, and he didn't know I'm doing it.
And they were shy from each other. And they both broke it through.
Right. At this shiur.
Wow.
So I'm saying, enough. You could gain from it. So he's a Litvak, he doesn't have a beard. Come on, let's go. Right now, it's a little bit before shiur, so I'm going through these emails. You can take a look over here. All this is from today, all these. Okay, he's the one actually that gave me this. So he's saying that he's still waiting for my Cafe Bustelo pictures. Here, Cafe Bustelo, interesting. Next, Aaron Hirschman from Lakewood. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, not a bad email, that guy does exercise and learning at the same time. So I'm going to stick it in to today's shiur through the emails. New slide. MDY Daf. Oh, see, somebody found the card that has this. So we're going to copy the image. But if you look closely, look.
Yeah.
So that's one Musar. Reb Chaim Shmulevitz is another piece of Musar. Let's see if there's more. Here. This one is also Musar underneath. Kachakron and Rabbeinu Yoina. So I have three little pieces of Musar that I stick in Terkidei.
When you have a shtickle Hashgacha Pratis Maisa, you also put it like this?
Everything's a note. Even in the pshat that I need. I can't.
That's how you remember it. That's in order.
It goes.
No surprises.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every daf has. Look over here. It's a lot.
Why is it different colors? Just
No,
because
stop.
the paper was
Because of this. It's different colors.
Wow.
I use these guys.
Right, the little ones. What if the mice is a little longer? You need a few?
So you get a big one. No,
Oh,
just
there's
kidding.
a big-
Then you get one of these. Oh. Yes.
The most equipped magichir, if I may say.
Right here in the elevator, every day, I'm by myself. This is where I talk to the Rebbeinu Shalom. Right here. See, you're ruining it for me.
Go for it.
No, I can't. I say, Rebbeinu Shalom, be matzliach, my shiur. I need hatzloch. I need your siyata. I need the right thing to say, the right story. Give me another joke. Give me make it more geschmack. Please, Rebbeinu Shalom. Then the doors open up. But because I give the Hebrew, so I already know what to expect. I know what jokes they're going to laugh at, what jokes they're not.
The Hebrew
It's the same.
prior is the day
Yeah.
before.
Exactly.
And the koil that learns the daf throughout the day,
Yeah.
is that the daf the day before?
Yeah, we're ahead. We're all together. Good morning, Rabbi Isai. Lili Nishmasi Mimerosi Ruspas Mordechai. Hi, Rav Eli. Can't wait to finally meet you in Manchester. Just enjoying some toyameh on Erev Shabbos whilst doing the daf. Thanks for everything. Love from Shimon Sandhouse. Rabbi Isai, we are starting to talk about Masechtas Baba Basra. Believe it or not, it's coming up in like 20 days. This Shavuos, make a real Kabbalah HaTorah, join thousands of Yidden, beginning Masechtas Baba Basra. June 27th is when we start. I just want to pause for a moment. I see we have a guest there. Shalom Aleichem, what's your name? Weintraub from? Detroit, Michigan. Shalom Aleichem. Who are you with?
My son was here.
Son lives there. And you do the shiur with us?
Occasionally I wrote these
Drop the Rav! Sorry. Nah, I'm sure he did. Shkoyah for coming. And what's your name?
I'm Randy Kessler from Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. Beautiful.
Seattle, I'm here visiting my cousin Shmuel Pete Rabbi.
The power of Daf Yomi is the non-break. Every single day we learn Torah every day. Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, Tisha B'Av, Yartzites, weddings, Chol Hamoed, Yom Yerushalayim. Every single day. What? Traveling, working. We're always doing it. So, yes. And also a ha'ara to myself. This is not to you, I'm talking to myself. When you're learning Torah, and you get that WhatsApp, and you have that urge to look what's going on there, that breaks the learning. 100% it breaks it. It takes minutes to get back into it. And in terms of the kedusha of it, you lose everything. The Ritzifus, learning, the Chazon Ish used to learn 6 hours straight, because there's nothing like learning straight. Zok the Heilige Gemara.
In Eretz Yisrael, where you see the hub, the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes throughout the world of people to actually get the shiur out there and people should know about it is incredible. Of course, the shiur wouldn't be without its base, without its makar, but there's so many Yidden across the world, Rosh Chabura, Yossi Klein, who really helps take the shiur to the next level.
I must say that I just finished today's daf. Since I filmed the episode, as promised for the Rebbe, I took upon myself to learn the daf every day, and I haven't missed a day since.
I think that it's important now to talk about the Free Gemara campaign. And it's a fascinating aspect of MDY. We're very proud of that people copied it. And I'll explain to you Bekitzer. So first of all, let's start with the website. You put this in the bottom. Joindafyomi.com. Joindafyomi.com. We'll do join dafyomi.com/Ari, so we'll know that it comes from you.
Very good. Yeah, we're going to put it in the description. And please, if you're watching this and you're decided to sign up because of this conversation or because of this episode, please use that link so they know that this actually works.
Absolutely. And remember, whenever you're watching, Yossi, when did Rav Eli start giving the Daf Yomi shiur again? When was it?
Avoid the Zara Daf Kov Ches.
You remember because you watched it. So Rav Eli started in the middle of a Masechta. So whenever you're watching this, whether
Actually,
we're studying,
Ari also started.
I started Bova Metziyad of Tzadik Ches. Tzadik Ches is Tzach. I feel like Hashem is cleaning me.
When we started, we were just 10 people.
Did you think it's going to get to this scale?
No, we were the first year or two. We were just 25 people. We went up to 40, then 100. When we moved in here, we were 100.
Wow.
And then COVID hit, and that's when it took off.
Many people around the world who never learned since yeshiva are able to learn for the first time is a very unique thing. Rav Eli believes that in using any method to bring people to learn Torah. So therefore, he'll make jokes, he'll put props, he'll use animation. As long as people are going to learn Torah, that's the main thing.
It gives you a koyach to wake up every morning and come to Daf Yomi. Something that I've been doing it the last 2-3 years already. Every morning you come. It doesn't stop. And it's not even hard anymore. Like once you go on, Rav Eli always says it takes 90 days to get used to it.
We were just a chevra of friends coming together, and we pushed Eli and said, you got to start this up.
Wow.
And when he started up, we said, Eli, there are a lot of MDY shiur. There are very few shiurim that make a matzav.
Alive.
Let's make it a matzav, a social chevra, a gathering. Make it fun, and the one word we used from day one is make it gishmak.
When we have a sugya which is complicated, it really with its charts and the animations and the videos really breaks it down that every single person could understand it. And the second thing is the achdus, the whole neighborhood, everybody's here together. We see people from all over the world coming here, all types of people.
So I leave early to take my kids to school, so as I leave, I put it onto the live show to carry on watching.
Daily show, filmed before a live studio audience from up at Shemesh daily, the Eli Stefanski show. You come for the entertainment, you stay for the daf, and that's basically the hook.
We all want to learn the daf. We all come for L'Shem Shamayim. There's interesting things which happen in the middle.
Sometimes you open up a Gemara, and it's very boring, and you don't understand it and all that. He makes it in a way that we do understand it.
And you come every day?
Every day from Yerushalayim, 5:30 on the bus from Har Nof to Knisa La'ir.
To make it to the shiur?
On the 617 bus to make it to the shiur.
Wow, and now you're going back?
Now I'm going back.
What an amazing shiur. It's worth it.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
With the Rav Eli shiur, almost 4 years.
Unfortunately, about 7 months ago, my son was killed in Gaza.
Wow.
And Binyamin Meir. The guys in the shiur put together, they learned half of Shas together, b'schut, my son. So it was an amazing chizuk to me, seeing, even whilst the shiva, seeing these emails coming along. The idea of the Daf Yomi is every day, right? So even after the shiva, I wasn't ready to step back into learning, but I came back the day after shiva, and it was it got me back into a routine. And as much of a routine as I could possibly have, I was able to get back into this routine. And it's only because of the daf. If I was learning something else, it would have taken me weeks, to months maybe even, to get back into learning. But because of the kvias of Daf Yomi, it was literally the day after shiva that I...
We could use it in Italy, we could use it in England. They don't have the place, and it's not going to help us for the siyum in that place that Benny has.
Usually I come in 7 a.m. in my shiur. Everybody's like, it's a base of cross. And you come in here and everybody's mamish alive. It's like...
the kaching.
Is there any time in the day that you feel like, relax?
Right now is the most relaxing time of the day because I finished both shiurim, the Hebrew last night, the English now. Now it's restarts. The clock is on zero now. Now I have to start. 3 months ago I was with crutches and everything, so I played ball. I had 2 surgeries on my knee. So now, and I've done it in the past, I need to do at least 10,000 steps a day, watch my diet, this, that. So I get on, And it's actually, I learned that when I'm on the treadmill, it's one of my best learnings. Speed it up a little bit. Now this, I got as a gift from Reb Aaron Hirsch in Lakewood. It has all of Art Scroll. So it's very, very convenient for me. I open it up, I hope it's in the right place.
We'd send out a link to the YouTube to the WhatsApp group. So instead of someone fumbling around to try and find it to send it, as soon as I saw it was live, I shared it. So the ending used to be they'd forget to turn it off, whatever. So I clean it all up. So now every day I come home with all the files. I plug it in, and I try and make it look pretty. This is a small part of what I do.
How many WhatsApp groups are there?
Over 100. Spotify, all of a sudden, in America, you could put video.
Put video, yeah.
I sat for a week, and I went back 2 years, and I exchanged every single one of our audio files for a video file.
Before MDY started, this is the shul that Rav Eli was sitting together with about 30 guys, I think, at the time. It started with 8. It finished at 30-ish, 40-ish. That's what Rav Eli said. And then they left here, and because it started getting too crowded, and they decided to go build MDY. After working with so many organizations and making them videos for campaigns, seeing the struggle of being in touch with the donors, we came up with a package that works perfectly for that thing, which is called monthly videos. It is extremely important for organizations to have a constant update for the donors. There is a monthly video that we create every month, something small. It's like a professional newsletter that goes out to a bundle of donors, only to the important people. And what it does is, it makes the donor feel connected, feel like he knows exactly what is done with their money, and feels like part of the family. He feels involved in what the organization does. And not they show up to his door only once a year, oh, we have a campaign again, where's your money? The thing that is very inspiring about the Rabbi Eli, when he says 11:45 he leaves to Besmedrash, 11:45 he leaves to the Besmedrash, not a minute before, not a minute after. Also in the morning, when he said 7:05 he leaves the house, 7:05 he left the house.
In order for me to learn with my chavrusa, he's in a very, very high level of learning.
Yeah.
I have to prepare beforehand. I have to learn a few hours, know it well. 3 people over there know Shas cold. The Belzer is on a very, very high level. My chavrusa is a very, very deep, good learner. I get a clarity in the sugya from them. Sometimes they have a good idea for the shiur. We pay nicely.
Yeah,
we bonuses, this, that. This right over here, he doesn't want to be interviewed, but his Rav Eli, he just took a test on Gemara Rashi Tosfos on half a Shas.
$1,000.
He's also an Anov. Kim Terayin.
He prepares every day 4 questions on the daf, whatever daf he has. He has archives since the beginning of the Masechet. At the end of the shiur, he shows a QR code. Whoever wants to connect to it, answer this, or call it Tshuva Nechanot. 4 questions, easy questions for a quick review after the shiur. Whoever wants, Hebrew and English.
We control the booth in the morning. We take all the footage, all the cameras, everything, and we transfer that to Yosef. Yosef does the editing, and he sends it out to all the platforms. That's how it works. Most of the days I do it, and then I have Avremi that does part of it, and
Why do you
Dave
need to
Sharpman.
switch out? Because sometimes you're
Well,
not
7
available.
days a week, and it's you're not available, and you need to have a little bit of breathing space. And Baruch Hashem, so we have.
Unlike Rav Eli.
Unlike Rav Eli, right?
I don't know what you want to hear, but my chavrusa, Rav Eli, he wants to make sure that people will enjoy Torah. He himself was a Baalei Bas, and he wanted to learn Torah, but it was hard for him to connect with Torah. So he was working until he figured out the way that will work for him, that will be gishmak for him. Then he got gishmak in Torah. Said, I need to come with this to everyone. Everyone needs to enjoy Torah. Why should I enjoy it only myself? Let's give Torah to everyone. If a person just takes, it's a gift. He's giving a gift to Klal Yisrael. It doesn't cost money. He'll even give you a free Gemara. Just come, just take Torah, taste it. Every person that tastes Torah, he gets a great feeling afterwards. The jokes and everything else is just to get people closer. But the good feeling, you come at the end, you feel good. You feel accomplished. You feel full. It's not from the jokes, it's from the Torah.
They call me CEO, but I do most of the organization, putting the team together, helping Rav Eli with the shiur, helping props for Rav Eli, working at night with American
So when
team.
he needed the cows today morning, you go and get it?
No, the cows he got, but the goat I got, the lion, all the big stuff that
the big
he
stuff.
tells me in the last minute, the grapes the other day.
I need Tomer over here. This is the Melech HaChayos, my boy said. Melech HaChayos. Can somebody take me down from here?
Rav Eli is a very eccentric guy. He likes to do things out of the box. So every day is exciting. And if you're not in the shiur, join now. You'll thank me later.
This is the MDY offices where all the magic happens. All the geschmack is put into the daf. On the other side is Rav Eli, who's communicating constantly the entire day.
I saw while Rav Eli was sitting together with the Chavrusa, Rabbi Didya, you were messaging him ideas about the daf.
Messaging the entire
All day,
day.
it's all day long. All day long.
These were actually our stock models that we're thinking maybe to purchase.
You have to add a yarmulke, you have to add tzitzis, change this. But here, it's on sale today. It's $180 just to get one of these guys. Some of them are $500. So Yoshi, in addition to doing the art that we have on a day-to-day, the charts, the art, he also has to manage a non-Jew from South Africa and explain to him what we want. He writes a whole script and he goes and he eats and he doesn't know about brachas and kohanim and levim.
I start in the morning, right after chakras, and sometimes I'm finishing up at 9 o'clock at night. So we're talking about maybe 12 hours.
She's based on a real character from the Gemara. The Gemara describes how she looks.
Really?
Giant ears, round face, giant lips, round stomach.
This is a 3D animation.
You have sound?
There should be sound, yeah. Here we have, he gets to come on his friend the day before. This story actually happened with Rav Eli, but we didn't have Rav Eli as a character. So he's Mavis as Chaver.
I scared my friend in camp. I brought a horse in and I scared him.
Really?
Yeah. This is based on a real story.
The part that's funny over here is the unexpected. Because you have no idea what's going to happen.
That's right. You know what's funny?
No.
I give the same shiur at night, and I'll show this video at night, and everybody looks. Then at night, they were laughing hysterically at one of my jokes yesterday, and today they just looked at me like each.
Here we have all our projects, our 3D projects. They have to add in descriptions, and here reference for a kohen. Here's the pigeon petach hamara backwards.
This, the South Africa guy does. Now he's going to show what he does.
Some of the...
This is stuff that he does.
This is showing that came off with the Ruach She'ena Mitzvah, and then the guy tripped over it.
The weirdest people and the weirdest reactions.
This is a basic picture that AI generated. Then he has to show him what you add.
Yeah, I put a guy sleeping there, and then I add a shadow for the sign. The sign's somewhere further up here.
So you have a sign as well?
A sign. But
Shomer Gemach?
The Shomer Gemach. He's a Shomer Chinam.
Ah.
So we have him he's a wrestler chassid. You see, I have to add the beard. I added the beard, and then I have to add because this guy was created with AI, so they gave me whatever they gave me. I also had to manipulate the face. That we're not going to be able to show. I warped the face.
And you just go away from it.
Yeah, you just added stuff over here. Let me see over here.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
You added the ladder.
We added...
The neck is Daf Yomi.
Added, yeah.
Okay.
With
Oh,
the
grass.
ganav, we have to,
Now
and
you added
also
the ganav. What is this? A ganav?
this is the ganav, yeah. I also have to do a lot of like in painting. So you see the eyes. I have to paint in eyes over here.
Ah.
This is one tiny example.
I think what gets you, if I may,
Yeah.
is the part that you realize that it was all worth it. This whole
That's
schlep
right.
and the giving up the mansion and all that.
Sleep,
brings it
giving up
together.
sleep, giving up vacations, giving up my mishpacha. Less time with the mishpacha. There's no shayla, but no restaurants for her. No, very little vacations. We used to go on vacations all the time. This island, that island. So I do this intermittent fasting. A lot of people do it. Basically, it's not for tzidkis. It's to lose weight, to be healthy. I didn't eat since 8 o'clock in the afternoon last night.
Drink, yes. Water.
Drinking water and coffee. So.
Okay. Okay.
And we're gonna fill this up just with fruit because that's how I like it. No milk, garnished.
No, water.
Water.
Yeah, so it actually mixes.
That's how it goes.
Okay.
What is this?
And that's your shake for the day?
That's my shake until 7:30 tonight.
And then?
Then I have regular,
A good
my wife
supper.
makes me a geschmack supper.
And then
Should
you
go
go
a little-
again until 2:30 p.m.
Correct.
Wow.
But why no milk?
These have the hechsher, these strawberries.
Okay.
You need at least 4 of these. It makes it sweet, it's gewaldig. Vener el mavo.
Amen.
You have the ability right now to reach a crazy amount of people and draw them into Torah, depending on how well you do this editing. I'm not saying this for me, for you. For me, obviously, it's a gewaldige thing. I look at it as every single yid that comes in and joins Torah, we have 25,000. If we have 25,001, you never know which Hasidic kid your podcast is going to touch. And say, oh, I want to be like that. Like the Mendel Lubelsky that I showed you, the video of that guy, I think his name is Mendel Lubelsky. One guy, it changes the whole thing. One Dave Hoffman, you have no idea the power that you have with social media. You have no musig. You do have a musig, but I'm saying a chiddush that you might have not thought of. That if that guy learns Torah because of you, he comes to my shiur. Every daf that guy learns, every word that he learns, because every word of Torah is worth how much? 613 mitzvahs. Every word of Torah. In 1 minute, you could do 200 words of Torah times 613. I'm not making this up. The Chavetz Chaim says this.
We have people who are from the biggest supporters of the shiur. You're talking about people who have significant amount of money. They could buy Masechtas and Shas themselves, and they sign up for free Gemara. And I asked them why. Like, why are you signing up for free Gemara? And they explained very simple, because they know when you get a free Gemara, you're mechayev for 7 days to try the shiur. So you feel a chiyuv, responsibility, got to do it. Once they're in, they're hooked. That's the concept. And people sponsor the Nishmas. It's a really amazing thing. You can get an art scroll, an Oiz V'Hodar, Sifta, whatever. We have different options, and to join the shiur whenever you want with different volumes. So if you're watching this
People
now,
are actually, think about it. People are taking out thousands and thousands of dollars for another year to learn Torah with this free Gemara. This is just because they feel it changed their lives. They want to make another person also change their life as well.
So it's as simple as going on that link and and choosing which Gemara you want. A schayves for the first 7 days at least, and you get it
Correct.
mailed to your house.
No matter where in the world, it could be in Canada, it could be in Israel, wherever you are in the world.
Throughout the world.
Look at a balabas. I'm a balabas. I was a working man until just a few years ago, working all day. Anybody could do it at any time. You just have to do it. It's not you don't have the koyed, not a koyed. You can do it, and you don't have to do it all day long. Just invest another 1 hour of your day. We don't have to work 15, 20 hours a day. It's Mashiach. We have to make a shtadlus. The Gemara says make a shtadlus in Parnasa. What's the shtadlus? How much? 15 hours? No. It's whatever normal shtadlus is. And if you do more, you're not going to make more. It doesn't work like that. You have your Parnasa. You have to be a maimin, right? Because Baruch says, I'm giving you Parnasa from Rosh Hashanah to Rosh Hashanah. And you have to work, so you work. You work 20 hours a day, so you make the same Parnasa. 5 hours, the same Parnasa. You have to believe it. And you see it, it happens. But you got to invest a little bit. We came to this world for tachlis. Not to make money and then have another day and make money and have another day. And then you're 90 years old and it's too late.
What's this?
I wanted to show you this letter. Maybe you could read it and translate it, because I don't like to read it. Read it, I start crying.
Not once I ask myself, what are you for me? Are you the Rebbe, the Magid Shiur, the Moire Derech, the spiritual leader, a friend? The truth is that you are a little of each. I know that you are sam lev lechol prat uprat. You are paying attention to each detail. So I want to tell you, Rav Eli, we too.
We also pay attention to all the details. Keep on going.
To how much you push yourself. It's mechayev us to at least try to do a small part of what we see by you. Big force, the big
See,
power.
I can't even stand here listening to this. Yeah.
You're making me emotional. I'm trying to translate over here. The extreme power of you is shining around Mukrana Mashpia on all of us. My son asked me, why do I need to go on all the shiurim on Purim? And I said, because I can't see Rav Eli work so hard with such persistence.
It's good stuff, no?
It's the truth. This rabbi works like a dog 24 hours a day to get these shiurim out and just to stand on the side. So he feels the need to participate in the shiur, at least he can do. Thank you so much for the alam haba that we're going to have in your schus, but thank you not less on the alam haza that we gained b'schus you.
You hear that? Not only the Olam Haba, the Olam Haza is better.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful letter, no?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
This makes it worth it.
But now he's the totach of the Hebrew shiur. He pushes, he's making the siyum, he's everything. So he has a fire.
So there's a hidden fire in every Jew.
That's right.
And some Jews would never discover it.
That's right.
Without getting kindled.
We gotta burn them up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. One guy like this, Hakol Shaveh, one guy.
All these are letters.
All letters. This.
Letters.
This. I don't do it anymore. I don't print anymore. I don't.
At some point you said, okay, 4 klaserim is enough.
Yeah.
I'm good
What
to
4?
go.
Halavai 4.
5.
It's more. It's look down there.
Oh, no way. No way.
Yeah. It's.
Oh, wow.
We were very, very small. We only had 10 people maybe on YouTube watching online. A guy that all he does, not all he does, but he's a big, big surfer. He loves surfing on the water. And he was in Costa Rica, I think it was, surfing. And he said, I want to see some Torah, whatever. A modern Orthodox guy. And he found the shiur. And since then, this is 5-6 years ago, he never misses a day. Never. He came to the Beis Medrash, the old one, and I didn't know who he was. And he introduced himself. I said, oh, you're the guy, the surfer, and you wrote to me. Yeah. Okay. He came a second time. The third time he came, he says, I'm going to send you a donation. He sent us $100,000. He found us in a random island, and that's how the Torah spreads everywhere. There's people all over the world. People that are close to Torah, far from Torah, but it gets to everybody.
Rabbi Eli is sitting and learning right now in his studio, of course, getting ready for the shiur later tonight, the Hebrew shiur. And we just had a fine break. We're going to grab something to eat. So we're not sure exactly where to go eat, but we decided to go check out the Mekaz HaMischachi Bet Shemesh. We need to chap the kids program, which is going on soon in a few minutes in the Beis Medrash. We still have a little to walk. And then we're hoping to catch Avremi in a studio.
We have the Kahoot questions at the end of the shiur.
Oh, nice.
4 questions on every daf.
That Rabbi Didia does.
Yeah. They get snacks every day. They get drinks every day. Now we're doing Maseches Beitza.
So you go back into the archives. You pick Rabbi Eli's
Shiur
on that daf.
I start the shiur after the emails.
Yeah. How long is this program running for already?
A month and a half before Purim last year, so it's probably a year and a half.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Meir Simcha. The program is really interesting. It's cool, and there's really good raffles.
This is the Gemara they prepared for Yuma. Oh, they have the cartoons from Yosh. Here at the end, there's something called Kahoot questions that Rabbi Didia does the questions. So it comes up on the screen, and they need to choose multiple choice questions. So we just finished with the kids program, running towards Avrami in his studio. We want to get to see him before 8:30. Now is 7:50. 8:30, we got to be back at the rabbi's house. That's 2 streets that way and 2 streets back.
My job consists of Rav Eli coming up with an idea and calling me up and telling me this is what we're doing.
For example?
I'm going to Masamari in Africa. I need to give the shiur from there. Masamari has no connection at all, no cell, nothing. Find a way to make it work.
Wow.
So that sometimes means getting satellites involved, finding a way to torrent the video file after he gave the shiur. It's always a surprise with Rav Eli. I set up the current system that we have in the Beis Medrash.
But once it's running, you don't need to take care of it.
There's upgrades on a daily basis. Today I'm setting up that, I just finished building it last night, that the shiur, the Gemara will be in the top left corner of the screen. So there's always something with tech that's happening that we need to build that they say can't be done, and we need to find a way to make it done. That's basically where I came in. I built my first computer when I was 7. I started programming when I was 10, and I play with everything. I'm not scared of learning new technology. So most of the people that come in that I've met, or the people that I've been able to bring in, or I see coming, are people that weren't learning, that they had trauma from learning in yeshiva, in school, whatever. They didn't enjoy it. They wanted to enjoy it, but they didn't. And I really turned it around and made it current, made it fun, makes it, you want to get up in the morning. It's going to be geschmack. It's going to be funny. Nobody knows what he's going to do. Is he going to get on the table, jump on grapes? Is he going to bring in a cow and shecht it? No, we don't know.
WhatADay in the Tesla. I love this. This is amazing. I'm staying for the night. I see you guys. Look, oh, he opened the door.
Now from other side.
He's here. Okay, we made it back.
There's a lot of yeshiva guys that finish yeshiva and they have this thing in their head from yeshiva, and I learned in very good yeshivas, and the yeshivas pushed eon, and they're right. That might be the right way to do it. But as balabatim, people like us, traveling on the road, working hard, we don't have the head for it. We want it. And a guy told me, I only learned biyun, only. I didn't learn in 20 years, but when I learn, it's biyun. That mistake, it's a mistake. It's not an all or nothing. If you can't do biyun, let's do bikiyos. Let's do a little Daf Yomi. All the way in the beginning, when we were, Masechtas Shabbos, in the beginning when it was still COVID, there was a guy on Zoom, his name was Chop, C-H-O-P, and you couldn't see his face. And people would chep him every day. Who are you? Show us your face, just tell us. No answer. All of a sudden, he showed his face. My name is Yisrael Gordon. I'm in the hospital, the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. That's why my name is Chop. He doesn't have his own internet. He goes on the computer over there. His son, Rahman al-Islam, had brain cancer. He's going through treatments and everything. He's in the hospital. And they told him, you have a choice. You could either leave the hospital, but you can't come back. It's COVID. So he chose to stay there with him and not go back to Lakewood. His wife went back to Lakewood. They got together, they got him a computer, a laptop, they got his family, they got internet so they could schmooze, FaceTime, the whole thing. And they were buying gifts. One of the kids wanted a kayak, a long boat. They get him a boat, vergnished. books, toys, the whole thing.
All this happens on the Zoom before and after the shiur.
Before and after the shiur, they get to know people. Eventually, Lo Yaleinu, the son, Yerachmiel Gordon, he was nifter. It was a terrible tragedy for everybody in MDY. We davened a lot for it, and we learned, and the whole thing. So when I came and I said it over in shiur, there's nifter, I let everybody know. I broke down, I was crying. A Lubavitcher Chassid, Shlomi Klein, drove him from Crown Heights to Lakewood. It was approximately 2 hours each direction. He thought it'll be 2-3 minutes to go in. I'm walking Menachem out. He walks over to the father. He says, Rabbi Yisrael, you don't know me. He says, of course I know you. You're Shlomi Klein. I see you in Zoom. Of course I know you. Sit down. He schmoozed with him for hours. And he wrote, Yisrael wrote me afterwards an email that the MDY, the Mishpach of MDY was Menachem him, and they gave him such nechama. Eventually, we had a siyum on Masechtas Pesachim. And Rabbi Yisrael, you can get on from Lakewood, beard, he comes to the siyum. And he says, I want to give you something. And he takes this. Somebody from MDY made this special pillowcase for my son. And my son used to sleep on this, and he listened to your shiurim on this, and he was nifter on this pillow. He says, I want to give this to you, and I want you to use it by the Seder. You can imagine what a Seder had.
Okay, Rav Eli, I'm fully convinced that I need to take the shiur every day of MDY in English. It's the most beautiful shiur on earth. And I want to say this publicly, so I'm accounted for. And Rav Eli recommended that I have my chavrusa, Moshe, I'm sending this to you as well, that you should hold me accountable every day. Did you do the daf? You didn't do the daf, you don't go to bed. You do the daf.
That's right.
Right?
Every day.
Okay, Rav Eli's maskim, bli neder. I'm starting for 30 days first, gishmak, and then it takes 90 days to integrate it.
To become part of you, to be mamish, part of your daily routine.
Be'ez Hashem Yisbarach. I feel like I had a tsunami in Gan Eden today. Mamish. Hashem threw me into this holy experience, and I hope and I wish you all, Be'ez Hashem, to join MDY today.
Wow. Baba Basra's coming up soon.
Baba Basra. Hopefully the episode is going to be out.
Join dafyomi.com/Ari. You get a Gemara, you try the shiur for 7 days. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. The new Masechta is starting in a few days. So now's the time to buy site. Join dafyomi.com/Ari.
Also, you can get an English article, Hebrew article, or
Lusman, Kodesh, Yiddish, English, everything.
And the sound is also important. People have to know that there's about 25 platforms that we have. We have Spotify, Cololution, we have it on All Daf, we have it on Torah Anytime, we have it on our own app. There's so many platforms.
You can see, there is no excuse how to hear this year. If you're a technology maven, like Yossi said, All Daf, Zoom, Torah Zoom, there's so many websites, Torah Anytime, so many platforms. There's Cololution, you can listen to it. So if you don't use technology, you can listen to it as well. And by the way, some people actually, Ari, you told me that they want to know how they sponsor Free Gemudah, right? But they want to be part, they want to support this great movement. So MDYsponsor.com, MDYsponsor.com. You can sponsor Free Gemudah, Lenishmas, you can sponsor a shiur. That's the way to go to check it out. MDYsponsor.com, join.film.com to get a Free Gemudah. Now back to the podcast.
Just finished with the rabbi. We're running back to the shul, and we're going to grab someone before the shiur, and right now is going to be the Hebrew shiur of MDY.
The serious shiur.
I'm so excited. The serious shiur?
Yes.
Why is it the serious shiur?
Because in Hebrew it's in the high level.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Naftali says that the Hebrew shiur is more high level than the English shiur.
The PowerPoint is controlled by us and by him. From here you can see all the slides. He has his notes
so
on
you
the
can
side.
choose.
And then I have this device over here that he controls also the PowerPoint and also the different angles of the cameras in the room. Either it's using the head-on camera, I built this for him, or it's going to show the sheet. So we have that one. We have this one. That's the one by the coffee, yeah? This one that we can see from the front what's going on in the island. You see now it says...
you can put up a lower third.
We have a lower third that we have specifically for the shiur. There's a special screen that Rav Eli can see that it shows a timer. We also have sound. We have a whole mixer, digital mixer down there. We stream to Zoom. I'm going to turn that on now. We stream to YouTube. We stream to Cololution over here. Once we put up the regular version, the edited version, the live version comes off.
It doesn't come off completely because
We
you still
did,
want
no,
the
we hide
views.
it.
You
Yeah,
hide it.
we just hide it.
So every day you have a hidden version for each year and a regular version for each year.
There's 4 uploads that go up every day.
Every day.
Also on Old Daf, the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah. We have 2 mics on our belly.
Right. Why? Why?
One is recording a dedicated, it's a clean feed. It's a much higher quality, and the other one goes to the live system. Besides that, we have an audience mic on the side of the wall here that gets the audience reaction. Besides that, we have audio from Eli's PowerPoint.
Yeah.
And then from the computers here if we need to play anything.
So there's 5 channels.
When I started this year, I didn't think I'll be able to do it. And officially I took off times of hours of work, came more early to get points to leave, to come to this year. And Baruch Hashem, I'm able to get more done, get more work done in a short amount of time.
So you would say there's a simon bracha because you were by the shiur?
Yeah, definitely.
Shiur also, I was by Shamshi over there. I came to fix his computer once 3 years ago, his office. He says to me, come and try a shiur. I said, let me try a shiur. I'm doing Daf Yomi 20 years, I don't need another shiur. That was 3 years ago, beginning of Masechus Jana. Right after sugyas, I haven't missed a day.
Wow. So you come here every day?
Yeah.
From Beitar?
Beitar, every single day.
You travel on a bus, on a car?
I travel by bus.
What number?
148.
148. What time do you leave? What time do you arrive? How long does it take?
It takes half an hour.
Is it worth it for you to come all the way to here? There's no shiur in Beitar Elite?
There's 50 million shiurim, but there's no shiur like the Rav, with all the pictures and the props.
I used to come to the English shiur, but I couldn't wake up for it, so I started coming to the
You come to the
Hebrew
Hebrew, you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Bist du mal fin Yeshiva, noch gewinn an Shiur, was ich bin nicht angeschlafen mit Shiur. Das ist der einzige Shiur, was ich schlafen nicht an mit dem Shiur.
Amazing. I'll say it in English again. Since Yeshiva, there's not one shiur that he didn't fall asleep, besides Rav Eli. L'chaim.
Baruch Hashem, I didn't miss one day, not one night, only when the Rebbe...
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
First time I'm actually going to participate fully in a shiur of MDY. Live.
Erev Tov Rabbi Isai! ממש גוואלדיק, אוי זה גוונט לך. יש לנו את הזכות, יש לנו כאן את הוולוגר הכי גדול בעולם היהודי. רב ארי, איך קוראים לו? מה שם המשפחה?
ארי חיימוביץ.
חיימוביץ. איך רואים את הוולג הזה?
ביוטיוב ארי חיימוביץ.
ארי חיימוביץ.
אפשר גם בכל מבסה ובחצרויס וכל מיני.
כל מיני. כן. לא, אז הוא עקב אחריי, הוא הגיע לבית שלי ב5 בבוקר. עם הצלם, הם ערים, נפתלי, הם כל היום, אחריי, אחרי החבר'ה, הם ראיינו את כולם, ואתם לא תתפלאו, זה פשוט, מה קרה להם? מסכנים, נפלו בפח, הם נהיו חלק מ-MDY, זהו, הם קיבלו על עצמם שהם ילמדו את הדף, ורב ארי כבר עשה סטטוס, הוא אומר, אני קיבלתי לעצמי לפחות 30 יום.
Right when the shiur is over, 10 o'clock, and I try to get it out as fast as possible for the people that want to watch it.
A few closing lines I must say. One is I was moiridig nispol from the Mesirus Nefesh of Rav Eli. So many hours, countless hours, I can't even count. He sleeps about 3 hours at night and maybe another hour or so in the afternoon. Today he didn't get to it because of me. So much inspiration for Torah. I never felt so influenced by so many people, by such an environment. Torah. I never had this. Never had such a bren and a chayshik. I hope this stays. Another thing, thousands of letters that Rav Eli gets of life-changing stories. Thousands. Not a guzma. I saw it with my own eyes, and he stopped printing them at some point because they're Yef Shalafatim Karabam. Says in the Gemara, Hillel Mechai V'Sa'aniyim, and Rav Luza Ben Charasoim Mechai V'Sa'ashirim. Naftali, the videographer, and me came to a conclusion. Rav Eli Mechai V'Sa'balebatim and the busy people. And Sa'balebatim V'Asukim. Zero excuses. The guy ran a business, had it all and gave it all up and came to put himself in Torah 24/7. And we could at least take that 40 minutes to an hour and join MDY today.